the whole accreditation process is something that is to ensure that whatever you said you want to do, you are doing it and you are doing it right. And even beyond just accreditation, Samson, it will interest you to know that there are other quality assurance checks that GTEC undertakes. For instance, we have something called academic audit. We have cyclical review. These are all continual quality assurance instruments that are put in place to make sure that the right thing is done. But let me answer the question that you posed to Professor Wandare, which I think is in the minds of most people. How did we get here? Samson, how did we get to where we are? If you remember, GTEC came into being just in August, and even in August 2020, it was a law that was passed. Effectively, GTEC had its board, or the governing board, sworn in just September 2021. Before the coming into being of GTEC, we had the National Accreditation Board. The National Accreditation Board had oversight responsibilities when it comes to accreditation and provision of quality assurance in terms of institutional programs and institutions itself. The simple answer is that with the mandate that was given to NEB, vis-a-vis the growth of institutions, especially within the private sector, and the increase in numbers of programs that were being run, NEB, by its enabling law and the powers that were granted it, could not execute successfully the oversight that was expected of them. That is why today we've moved from NEB to GTEC. And if you look at GTEC in its composition and the powers that are granted it, GTEC has that power to ensure that institutions that fail to abide by the accreditation requirements, those institutions can be held liable, and even the heads of those institutions can be put in jail for 20 years. So the point that I'm trying to make is that by the birth of GTEC itself goes to reaffirm the problem that we have, and GTEC in its place tends to address that problem. So when I hear people say that, look, GTEC is not doing its job, I think it is too early for such conclusions to be drawn. And there are so many measures that have been put in place to make sure that this backlog of programs that have not been accredited because of failure of adhering to the system are being addressed.